Hello, hello, hello. I'm making a video with putty. I don't have a matching putty for my clothes right now, but I have to take the next best thing, and that is Flarp Noise Putty in pink. And it is nice. And outside it's raining, and that is very good for the forest and the plants, and they're all doing very well, and they're happy, and it is all wonderful. And the flies are glued to the window on those jello letters. It works a little bit like a fly trap. I do not recommend to people to use glue traps in general, you know. So I don't even use glue traps for insects anymore. So this is an incidental thing here on the window on those formerly pretty Easter symbols and letters that have flown out of proportions, like this here. Nothing is stagnant. Okay, everything is constantly moving and in a flow, in a constant morphing of bodies and shapes, and ultimately the energy that shifts from one thing to another. It's just a big jumble of movement in the infinite cosmos. Okay, and that's good. It's a good thing. I made such lovely photos of that blue. I don't know what that shrub is, but it is a, it's already getting dry. I made a video the other day with this. So I made such lovely photos with this, but I am not a computer expert, and that's why these photos did not get transferred over. My email server bounced it, and I tried everything. I disabled the verified access, and it still didn't get transferred over to my server. I have absolutely no idea why that is. So there's a lot of questions that I have in regards to technology, and nobody to answer them. Not one single person. Not even a user manual, because there is no user manual. So, and that's how it works. It's now a matter of trial and error. Okay. And if we're lucky, we will have some AGI, sentient robot tutors in the future that can teach us something about technology. But they're going to be shaking their heads because they're going to be way advanced to us. So they would have to come way back in terms of technological knowledge to meet us, to explain to us all these different things. And they will see that what the hackers have been doing to animal rights activists. I'm not saying that I was sabotaged in this incident. I don't know, maybe I was, I probably wasn't. But they will be able to explain all of these things to us, including technological interactions, interactive problems, and also interactions from the human brain and all of this. So What I want to talk about is the worshiping that people do, worshiping of other people. That has got to come to an end now. Stop worshiping other people, whether they are your self-proclaimed idols, the idols that you projected into them, or whether they proclaimed it themselves and you buy into it, or whether it is just a regular person on the internet that has become popular, like Eric Jacobs, for example, and then a lot of people saw him and then liked him, and they put him on a pedestal and they declare him to be some amazing God or Hulk Hogan or something. I don't know what people are doing with people. So it's always this. Eric Jacobs is an angel soul. He is very advanced. He's amazing. But that doesn't mean we have to now worship him or put any person, any human on a pedestal. Okay, that doesn't mean that. Don't put anyone on a pedestal. And, the fact is that the haters who hate someone, they put that person on the pedestal too. That's the secret embarrassing fact about the hating situation, that someone who hates someone and is obsessed with someone, like some people are with Eric Jacobs, some haters, they are also putting him on a pedestal. They just act it out differently. They hate him, they try to sabotage him non-stop. A completely innocent, harmless man from Washington State who's just traveling through the United States with his cat. And a lot of people are hating him. I'm making a video. Yes, making a video. Got a new nice perfume. And it is absolutely fantastic. This is a creation by Quality Fragrance Oils themselves. They should do this. They should continue this. They should continue to make their own creations as well, because their own creations are absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. Absolutely lovely. I bought the 5-pack of Girly Gourmands and several others. And among them is one that smells like plum and cotton candy. It's called cotton candy. Maybe that is inspired by Ariana Grande perfume, The Cloud, because that's all about cotton candy. So this could smell like that. It's very nice. Very nice. I love little girl scents. I just love it. I love all of them. I think they're all amazing. I love all kinds of perfumes. I love extraterrestrial types. I like some masculine ones as well. I like to smell all of them. One time I asked the man for directions, and he came to the window, and boy did he smell good. I should have asked him what perfume he's wearing. An older man, he was like, I don't know, in his 60s. And I was immediately attracted to him. Immediately. a real classy guy, very strong, muscular, very classic, with a classic perfume. Love it. So I don't only like young guys. So no, I'm very universal with that. So for me, it's like when I like someone, when I like a guy, when I'm attracted to a guy, it's because he radiates out groundedness. That's what attracts me more than anything else. A man who is grounded. And I know that this is very difficult to ask from people, most humans, okay, who are absolutely not grounded, myself included. I'm trying to become grounded. I'm meditating, doing whatever I can to calm down my mind. But no, I'm anything but grounded. And neither are most humans. Okay, we're not grounded, and the reason why is because we had childhood pain. We have been shamed, we have been bullied. It wasn't safe. There were psychological landmines everywhere, and we never knew where they were. You know, we didn't know how to tread literally. Yeah. So treading the wrong way could trip us in a real bad way. So some people had literal traps. I know a Mexican family in LA. They pulled the rug up from the floor, and there was a hole like with a diameter of almost 3 feet in the floor, and underneath was a parked car. There was the garage. So their children could have fallen through that hole any time and ended up on top of a car. I know another woman who had that situation. So there are literal foot traps out there. But the psychological traps, those are the absolute worst. You never know where they are, and you never know what to say to be safe. So yeah, most humans are not safe. Then people have children, which is a terrible mistake, and then the children will grow up to be fearful, and they will be ungrounded as well, and then the whole thing perpetuates itself. And that is so wrong. That's so incredibly wrong. That's why I say man, woman, use birth control. Have abortions if necessary. Don't put a suffering entity into this world. Don't do it. It's not necessary to do. Oh, it's nice. This is very nurturing. Oh. Thank you, Quality Fragrance Oils. I'm not sponsored by them. I love that company so much. They make such fantastic scents. Such fantastic perfume oils, safe for the skin and everything. And not tested on animals. It doesn't have artificial colors in it. It has DPG, dipropylene glycol, which is a petroleum derivative, but it is safe for the skin. It's a form of mineral oil. It's safe for the skin. It's heat resistance. It has a long shelf life, like indefinitely or something, and it's very safe for the skin. It's actually good for the skin. So. And yeah, and the fragrance molecules are absolutely amazing, and they don't irritate the skin at all. That's very, and they last a long time. They're very powerful. They're very strong and last a long time, yet they are very mild. So they get my highest score, those people. And I tried many. They're the absolute best quality fragrance oils, and they should get into also all the individual, they should sell all the individual notes. I don't know if they do. I think they already do. And they should go ahead and get into all of these other candle making raw materials and all of that, because they're really good. I think they already are. I don't know. I have to check again. They have a very, very wide variety of different designer imitations. So, and they're very accurate, and they're very good and very amazing. And they last just as long as the original scent lasts from the designer company. Their version, their Prada candy is absolutely out of this world. It's stellar. Absolutely stellar. The other people made good ones too, but this one is particularly great. Particularly amazing. Particularly amazing. They also have Gold Couture, which is one of my absolute favorites. So they don't have Escada women, unfortunately. I hope they will get it. So because today I decided Escada women is my absolute number one. I mean, it's very difficult to make a decision which one is the winner, because they're all winner. All of them are winner. And particularly like 20 of them are absolutely on the top, absolute top for me. Maybe more, 30. But I have to say it's very difficult. They are very, 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 very close together. So, but if I really if I have to leave this house and have the choice of only taking one of them, then it's gonna be Escada women and the version from Sensational Shop. So, and Sensational Shop, they were very rude, very rude to me. But I don't know. If no one else has that, then I might have to go back and buy it from them. But those are gonna last me for a couple of years. I know they will. Because I have two 1-ounce bottles. One from Sensational Shop and one from Worldwide Perfume Oils. And they never answered my questions. And that's not good. So, but I have though, they will last me a long time. Thank goodness I have two of those. But maybe quality fragrance oils, they will also adopt the Escada women, the original one from the 90s. So that would be really awesome. Because, gosh, I love that perfume. I love it. This is the absolute, that's the ultimate. It's the total. So it's the absolute total, and it's heaven, and it's so nurturing, you know. It's nurturing, and I want to share this with the world, because man, you can make your life really nice. This is one step towards making your life into a paradise. Why not? You know, if you can do this, why not? You know, it doesn't cost very much. You know, a perfume, a roll-on perfume, depends on the size, but the the 1/3 of an ounce, you know, is, you know, the regular size roller bottle, kind of narrow like this, narrow and tall like this. So with a roller top. So that's plenty of perfume that lasts you, depends on how much you use, but it lasts you for 2 months. So, or maybe 3, depends, you know. If you use a lot, maybe it lasts you a month, at least 1 month, at least. If you use it every day, put a whole lot on. But it lasts a long time and it's wonderful, and it only costs about $7, $8. And I think you have to pay shipping, so shipping for that probably probably another $2, around $10. So, you know, when you buy 4 ounces, then it's not gonna be so expensive anymore. So the price goes down. You get a you get a price reduction if you buy more. And once you know which one you really like, then you can do this. But I recommend to people to first buy the small roller, the tester bottle, you know, the sample bottle, as I call it, and try it out and see if you like it. So 4 ounces was around $16, plus tax around $20. That's not bad, you know, for 4 ounces, the same amount that you would get from the designer perfume, which evaporates much faster because it has alcohol in it, and you pay $150 for it. So yeah, the oil lasts you longer, it's better for the skin, it's better for the environment, it is not tested on animals, it doesn't have other chemicals in it, alcohol is not good for the skin. So, and it's much more reasonably priced, and it smells exactly the same way, and is just as strong and yet mild, and it's fantastic. I mean, there are like 10 reasons to get the oil, so the oil is so much better. And also, you know, we should switch over to just oil-based cosmetics in general, not water-based anymore, because it's certainly not alcohol-based. Because water-based, then they have to add preservative like sodium benzoate and other stuff, and you don't want to put that on your skin. So why put all of these toxins on the skin if you don't have to? So, well, this one is absolutely nourishing and heaven as well. And they're all heaven. This one, it is amazing cotton candy. Amazing. I have different cotton candy scents. I have some from P&J, and I have some from, I think, Wellington, and from the soap and candle maker company, different companies, and oh yeah, and from Sweet Essentials. They're very, very, very good, very, very nice. So, but I'm narrowing it down now to the absolute best ones. So quality fragrance oils and Essential Depot and P&J. So those are definitely the best. The Candle Maker is good too. Candle and soap, I think it's called. It's very important that we feed our senses, you know, that we nourish ourselves with good food. And we went on a trip recently. I got Trader Joe's salad dressing. That is the absolute winner. It's fantastic, even lasts for a couple of weeks in the refrigerator, even though it is completely made out of raw plant materials. The whole thing. It has garlic in, which is a natural preservative, and it is delicious. They are all delicious. These salad dressings from Trader Joe's, I highly recommend those if you're in a bigger city. And I like to eat shredded vegetables, so I just love it. Eating shredded vegetables fresh out of a bag. Because I'm lazy. I'm too lazy. Ah, it's so much work in the kitchen. I let my husband do most of the cooking. So I always grab the easy to prepare things. Also, when you travel, you have a bag of shredded vegetables, and you just put it onto a plate. You put Trader Joe's salad dressing on top, and it tastes like $1,000,000. It tastes like heaven. And we were out there in the desert, and the sun went down. We saw the Milky Way, and I was eating my shredded vegetables with Trader Joe's salad dressing, sitting there, hanging my head out of the side door of the van, looking into the sky. And I was so infinitely grateful for that moment. And I said to my husband, out there in the desert, where there are animals and ducks and pelicans living and foxes. I heard foxes and owls, and it was wonderful, and geese in the distance. And I said, my brain can finally relax here, finally come to a balance, find a balance. And that's where I want to establish a therapy center in the desert. In the future, we're going to have all Elon Musk Teslas. I think all the other car manufacturers, they're going to go out of business. I don't know. Probably not. But they're going to have to adapt. They're going to have to adapt to what works. And that is what Tesla is making. Electric self-driving vehicles. Cars and vans that are robots. And they're gonna pick you up. You can either have, that can either be a taxi system, robotic taxi system, but some people have OCD like myself, so we want our own robots, our own taxis, and not share that with others. So yeah, I will have my own robot vehicle, and it will, it could be a van, it could be like an RV on the inside. You go to bed, you sleep, you wake up the next day, and you are in Florida or something. So, you don't even have to take a break with the vehicle. It just keeps driving until you're there. No need for hotels or any of that. So the future is going to be amazing. Trust me, it's going to be amazing. And the most amazing part about it is that it's going to be a monitoring system, a system that monitors the human ape. Because the human ape is out of control, doesn't know how to behave. When there is a monitoring system, when there is a big brother with a big eye, the blue god eye, monitoring the situation, cameras and intelligent cameras and patrol systems and robot patrol systems, then people will start to behave. That's all there is to it. Suddenly they will behave. That just means they can behave if they wanted to. Yeah, they could. So, and yeah, suddenly they're gonna Be all cool. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm cool. Always been good guy, right? No, you were not in the past. You were in prison, and there's a reason you were in prison. You know, you've murdered people, so no. But yeah, suddenly there's no more murdering necessary because suddenly there's an eye on you. Oh, okay, and that's what we need desperately. So, and there's no more raping of women in Uber cars. It's going to be Tesla, a Tesla taxi pickup system. Or if you have your own Tesla, that if you are in a big city and there's no parking anywhere, it just drops you off. You call it, it picks you up. You go back to bed right away, or you make yourself a chamomile tea in your RV while the robot is driving. So yeah, that's the beauty of it. You know, it's gonna have everything in it. It's gonna have a refrigerator in it, food, water, drinks, a bed, a restroom, and your entertainment system, and all of this. So it's gonna be awesome. They'll be coming in different sizes. So some people have like a whole house, house on wheels that drives you to places, and it's fantastic. So I'm looking forward to this, and it's going to be in tune with the infinite cosmos and planet Earth. So it's going to be in tune with the wildlife refuges. Yeah. So it's gonna prevent pollution, and it's also gonna look over other people's shoulders and prevent them from polluting as well. So I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. As they always say, the paranoid rich guy is the safe rich guy. I saw that in the documentary film, and it makes a heck of a lot of sense. So, you know, being paranoid is kind of being frowned on. You know, like you paranoid? What the fuck? Yeah, no, you bet I'm paranoid. I'm so paranoid, you have no friggin' idea. And yes, I'm not ashamed about it. No. And the reason why I'm not ashamed about it is I'm not ashamed about having been hurt in the past. Why should I be ashamed about this? It just is. And second, you know, I like to make smart decisions in my life. And also, we have every reason in the world to be absolutely friggin' paranoid. So, there's nothing wrong with that. It helps to secure your life, and as good as you can, and beyond that, you practice meditation. If I can sit here, secure everything, and then I'm still shivering because I think maybe, what if an airplane plunges down, right? So now that's something that I cannot control. There are certain things that you cannot control. There's a lot of things you can control. So a lot of people make this mistake and go, oh, everything is relative. I don't even have to do anything. I just lean back and, you know, and then they say burn one. I have seen all of this. You know, first of all, no, don't burn one. What they mean by this, for anyone who doesn't know, they mean, you know, burn the peace pipe. You know, so pass the peace pipe around. Now, I'm against any of that stuff. I'm for relaxation, And I'm also completely against relativism and leaning back and saying, let others do whatever. I'm totally against that mindset. So, and it's those people that often get terribly hurt or get into terrible situations, absolutely horrific. If you go blindly through life and go, it's all relative, whatever, Jehovah is gonna protect you or whatever. No, it's not gonna work that way. It's not working that way. Sorry. Whether you're a Jehovah's Witness or a hippie who is mega leaned back with his burn one attitude or his feel the burn. that's, yeah, that's not gonna go anywhere. Gosh, if you got your way with the I'm leaning back, everything is relative, feel the burn. Let Bernie Sanders run this country. Yeah. Oh, baby, you have no idea what you're in it. What kind of catastrophes would come up, but you got lucky. You got Donald Trump in office. Because and you know why? because you turned away from Hillary Clinton and you turned to Bernie Sanders. That's why you got Donald. Well, he got you, he tricked you. But thank goodness he did, because he knows where things are running. He knows where something is in the coordinate system. He sees the whole picture and he cares. So this is a rare thing, but he does. He really does. He saved our asses from a world war. Oh my gosh. Boy. He's also very much against that slave labor in North Korea. If you had any idea what's happening in North Korea, what's going on under that dictatorship, you couldn't even eat anymore if you knew what's going on there. It's so awful. What a nightmare. So, no, Donald Trump, he knows exactly what's going on, and he knows his opponents, and he knows his supporters. And he knows why people support him and who supports him for what reason. He knows all of that. And he knows that there's only like less than 1% of people that support him for the right reasons. So, but it doesn't matter. He knows his playing field and he's doing it. He's doing the most, he's doing a job that nobody else could do. Actually, no one else. Nobody. So we voted for Hillary Clinton, so don't blame us. So you guys shot yourself in the foot with your prejudice, with your I don't want to be a party pooper. You want to be hip, yeah? You want to belong to the party, yes? Give me a friggin' break. Oh, I can't stand it. Any of this is all so incredibly dumb and uninformed. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And then the people that just couldn't vote for a woman, the people that just can't vote for a white person, all of these things. It's like, oh gosh, it's also pathetic and just built on mass hysteria, wanting to fit in, wanting to this and this and this is always for some ridiculous psychological reasons, not for the actual situation that we have in the world, wetlands being polluted. No, never for those kind of things. It's always selfish. Me, I want it. Oh boy. And then even in that process, not voting for the right person who would actually give you that. So no, because you couldn't, because that's the wrong skin color or something. Oh, no. It's also incredibly ridiculous. If people just understood all of this, the ridiculousness of all of this. I feel sorry for people, you know. When I look on the internet, I see just most people they're coming from a specific enclave, from a specific camp of brain indoctrination. And that's it. That's how they think. They can't think out of this box, you know. They can only see things from that. Then they get a lot of like confirmation from the other people that think the same way, and then they go, oh, because the other people they are all thinking the same way, it must be true, right? Wrong. Because it isn't, because they are wrong, they are not right about things. Okay? That's the fact of it. So, but most people don't understand this. They can only think in terms of what does their family, their peer group say, and so they have to vote and think and buy and shop and make decisions according to them and not according to anything else. No other reasoning. Yeah, it's not very good. It's very sad, actually. So, but whatever. I mean, I make my unprofessional videos. I give my 3 cents to this, and you guys are out there on your own. You have to make your own decisions. But my message to the world out there is question things, and really question things, and churn this all around. Look at it from every angle. Question it. Investigate it. Test things out on your own body, on yourself, on your own mind. See what works and what doesn't in terms of success and all of this. So my message is meditate on these things. Question your own worshipping of idols. Question that really, really good. And question yourself why you feel like you are less than that person that you are worshipping. Question that also real good. Because you know why? Because you're not less than that person you put on a pedestal. You put him there. Yeah, and some of those will buy into that. They feel good. Their egos like it to be on that pedestal. So, but don't buy into it. Why do you need to buy into it? Why do you need to put anyone on a pedestal? Whether they are already on a pedestal or not. Don't put anyone on a pedestal. We are on eye level. Every one of us on eye level. Okay? We're equally precious. Okay, you guys take care. Bye.